Good afternoon. We're on a tornado watch today. We have been advised to take caution. I'm not worried, but at the same time I'm keeping a good eye out on the weather, make sure nothing's happening. So if it's a little windy, I'm sorry. Let's update you on what's happening. We have our chicks. It's unlocked. The brooder is perfectly watertight. The chickens are happy. We haven't lost a single chick. They are doing good. They're all healthy looking. I don't see anyone limping or bumblebutt. Not bumblebutt. Or any with the butt paste. So everyone looking happy, and we got a special one back there in that corner. Murray McMurray always sends a extra chicken with you when you order a certain amount, and they send one over there. And I don't know if that one's another one right there. It's really yellow. I just think it's a Cornish cross that's just really yellow. But yeah, oh, there it is right there. Can you guys see that chicken? Yeah, so yeah, this brooder's working out beautifully. We got them on, I'm gonna say Thursday of last week. Thursday or Wednesday of last week, yeah, and they're doing fantastic. So they're almost a week old here. So yeah, then they're doing fantastic. Close it up. The piglets are doing great. Next week will be snip snip week. If you know what that means, it's time to castrate the pigs. I won't be showing that because of all the hate I'll get if I show that on YouTube. But for right now, while we have this kind of sunny, rainy day, I'm gonna spread some seeds. I want to grow some grass on the pig paddock, as I will be starting on making paddocks here soon again. I'm gonna finish the last 5 up so I could actually rotationally graze in an actual rotation, not just back and forth. So I got rapid growth, deep shade kind of grass. I don't know anything about grass, I just know that I have a lot of shade. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with what kind of seeds I should get, but I just thought I'd just grab a bag of seeds and try it. So alarm's going off for a tornado right now, so I don't know if you guys, clouds in the, it was sunny, now all of a sudden it's dark back there. So all right, I'm gonna go spread some seeds real quick. I've noticed something that's been growing in all the paddocks is these things. Not sure exactly what it is. I'll show you what they look like full grown. It's these things. I have no idea what these are. Hopefully I'll do when I get inside, I'll do some research and see if they're safe for the pigs to eat. I don't want my pigs eating anything toxic. I doubt they are toxic though, but yeah, if anyone knows what they are, let me know. Yeah, they're growing in all the paddocks. Well, it's starting to really come down now. The tornado's about to hit somewhere near us, I think. Oh boy. Hopefully we make it. All right, what are we doing? The thunder just passed us. It's now super clear, but the chickens have come out. And we can't let the chickens out because we have things growing in our garden, so. But it's still raining. Eli, squirrel! Get him! Eli hates squirrels. Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys here while we chase chickens back into their coop because it's still raining and I don't want to destroy my camera. So what I want to talk about is making soil. So I gotta make this quick because the chickens are starting to come in. So in my chicken run, I have all this bedding. I do a deep litter method. So I start with a couple bales of straw and I let that sit for a while, and then I add leaves in the fall and I mix it all together, and this is what I get at the beginning of spring. It's not completely broken down, but it's beautiful stuff. And as long as you mix it, you don't, like everyone's talking about the deep litter method where you just kind of just keep stacking on top and covering up the poop, and that's their method. No, if you toss it, if you keep it around and spin it, toss it around, it breaks down, and then you don't have that smell. It doesn't smell like a chicken run in here. It doesn't smell like a chicken coop where it's, you know, full of poop. You don't smell that. You don't smell ammonia. You do smell apple cider vinegar. But yeah, this stuff doesn't smell like anything other than just earth. So that's what I do to make my soil. And another method I have is, of course, my leaf composting system for my chicken run. Let me get out of the rain real quick. I collect all the leaves on my property. That's a lot of leaves. And I also collect my neighbor's leaves. Well, he collects it for me and dumps it near the chicken run for me. And then I throw that in there, and they scratch through it, and they poop in it, and it becomes great compost, mulch. Actually, it creates mulch, great mulch for my gardens or anything I'm growing. If you don't have the time to do this, then of course I understand. You just go out and buy your soil and do the best you can. And I'll show you what time does. This is kind of what I've been doing for the last 4 years I've lived here. As you can see, the grass, I'm expanding, of course, and I'm putting grass clippings in between because I'm planning on planting more things in this row. And I planted these blueberries last year, so this won't be a good example, but I'll show you the difference. So I planted this end of last year, and the soil is still pretty much red. Can you guys see the red soil? And this is the stuff that I put on. So this is starting to do its thing, but look at the soil. That's just red soil. I'll keep that back up, but I'll show you what an older one looks like. I'm not gonna take that one off because it's a pain in the butt to put the cage back on, but I'll take this one off. Now this soil, and I've been mulching this for the last 4 years now that I've been on this property, starting on my 4th. And it's just nice brown soil. There's no red until I reach it finally, which I haven't reached yet. It's still brown. Got a lot of worms in it. But then you go a few inches away and it's back to red soil. And it's back to red. But this dirt is deep and it's rich. I mean, it's not that black, super black soil yet, but one day it will be. And this blueberry is gonna love it. But that's what time does. If you just keep on throwing grass clippings and leaves on top like this, it creates the soil for you. I mean, it's still, okay, right on the edge. Yeah, right on the edge you see you're starting to get into the red soil, red clay soil we have. But on this, right over here, a few inches away, it's nice and dark soil. That's what it's become over time, that I have just basically, I pull the grass and I just lay it down. I've been doing that for the last 4 years right here for my blueberries. And it's creating beautiful soil. And that's what I'm starting to do right here. Just mow my yard and throw it on. And of course, this is gonna be the best because I've got leaves mixed up in it. It's not going to be just grass clippings, of course. Once this stuff starts drying out and breaking down, it's going to all sink. So that's when I will go into my chicken run, collect all the leaves that have been breaking down, and throw it on top. And I will also go get some wood chips and throw it on top. And I know if you use wood chips, it soaks up all the nitrogen and stuff like that, but it's like I said, if you give it enough time, it all breaks down and it becomes beautiful soil. So if you have the time, you can make all the soil you want, which you don't want to buy soil, and you have the time to do it. That's all you need to do is mow your yard. Instead of throwing away your grass clippings, just start putting it around your soil, your plants in your garden. Grass clippings make great weed barriers also. Of course, you don't want to do that if you haven't mowed in like 3 weeks, because that's the grass that's gone to seed, and you don't want to add seed to your soil. But if you mow weekly and there's no seeds on your grass, then perfectly all right. And this is my first mow of this year. Nothing's gone to seed, so perfectly fine. But I'm not worried about it. I'm done fighting weeds. It's a losing battle, and I'm just gonna flow with it. It's part of gardening, and if you're worried about it, I'm just gonna let you know you're never gonna beat that unless you're using chemicals, which I don't. And so yeah, just kind of flow with it. Use the weeds, harness all the weeds. I'll go into the chicken run and show you what the soil looks like underneath. So the storm had just washed all the leaves down to that area, and that area is really built up. So I'm gonna have to come back and push all the leaves back up, or collect more leaves and throw it right here. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna end up collecting more leaves and throwing it here and let the process start all over again. But yeah, this stuff has been breaking down, and this is what it looks like right now. And it's getting there. There was bales of straw I had put in here this year, and I think it's also helping with the breakdown. This mulch, all this stuff breaking down, this is fantastic stuff. It's got chicken poop in it, of course. It does have a lot of seeds in it, because from all the seeds that I spread for the chickens to eat. But that doesn't last very long. If I don't feed the chickens for like 2 days, all the seeds the chickens will find and eat anyway. So I'm not worried about the seeds that I'm throwing in here. But let me get a shovel and show you what the dirt underneath looks like. Ugh. It's just nice, brown, rich soil that's been just building for the last 3 years I've been here. It was all grass here, and it was just that same red clay. But in the last 4 years of me collecting leaves and throwing it into the chicken run, and it's breaking down, it's creating beautiful soil. I'll show you how much I've actually built. So hopefully you guys can see this. This is the fence that I put in when I built the chicken run. And of course, I didn't bury the fence. I put it in on top of the soil, which is all the way down here. That's the bottom of the fence right there. Can you guys see that? That's the bottom of the fence. Let me see if I can zoom in. So that's the bottom of the fence right there. And the top of the soil is right here. And all this is what I built in the last 4 years. And I've got tons of it here. And it's soft enough for me to dig through with my hands. It's beautiful soil. And I would say it's a little above the first line of the fence. It's about halfway up there. So I've probably built almost 4 inches of soil from just putting leaves in my chicken run. And time. Time is the most important thing. It's the hardest part of what I do, but it's all worth it at the end. It's all natural. You know it's good because you're the one adding all the nutrients to it. And if you want to add more nutrients, you could always add fertilizer to your things. But you know, that's where the farm animals come in. If you have farm animals, you have everything you need. I don't know if I'm just being cheap or what, but it works for me. I mean, yeah, it's not complicated to make soil. Like I said, it's the most important thing you need to do is just give it time, and eventually you make the best soil you could possibly get, better than anything you can buy. Hopefully everyone's okay, and this will probably wrap up my video now. My name is Sang, this is Growing Little Country Homestead. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.